Shabbat Shalom. My name is Max Edwards, and I am a rabbi at Temple B'nai Abraham in Livingston. So our Parsha picks up this week in Parashat Vaera. In the second verse, Moshe is in the middle of a conversation with God, and God says the following: Vaera el Avraham, el Yitzchak, ve'el Yaakov, be'el Shaddai. Ushmi Adonai lo nodati lahem. God says, I appeared to Abraham and to Isaac and to Jacob by the name El Shaddai, but my name Adonai I did not make known to them. So our famous commentator Rashi picks up on a peculiarity in the text. What's the reason that we need to specifically reference each individual ancestor? Right? It would be much easier just to say something like, I appeared to your forefathers, or I appeared even to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But the text doesn't say that. It says, I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. So if we put our rabbinic commentator hats on, and we look into the Bit of Torah, which is a collection of rabbinic commentaries, we find the author, the Pardes Yosef, who says the following. He says that while it might make more sense in our language, the Torah is really teaching us something here between the individual and the collective. The Torah is showing us that while it's easy to group together individuals to say, these are my ancestors, or this is where I come from, there's also value in bringing each one out on their own merit. When the Torah says God appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, it's showing us that these individuals didn't necessarily rely on where they come from. They came and they lived their lives and they forged their own identities. They created their own merit, and they did the best they could at balancing that with their yichus, with their lineage, with where they come from, with their roots. And he brings a further story that I'd like to share from the Sanza Rebbe, a Hasidic Rebbe of old. The Sanza Rebbe once was visited by another rabbi, and the other rabbi came into his office, and the Sanza Rebbe looked at him and said, Mi ata, who are you? And this rabbi said to him, I am the grandson of so-and-so. And the Sanza Rebbe looked at him and he said, I asked you, Mi ata, who are you? Not who is your grandfather. The point of this story as it relates to the Parsha is in order to show that in our minds, it's very hard to disentangle where we came from and the identity that we're forging as individuals. And there's value to both of that. There's value to holding on to that, and there's value of being able to say, I am trotting my own path, I'm stepping away, or I'm stepping in, and I'm moving ahead as my own self, also holding on from where I came from. It's a balance that we work toward our entire life, especially around this time of year with the new year, and we're thinking about the different ways to create ourselves. So may we all work toward finding that right balance, that balance between the individual, between our own identities, our own merit, and upholding the identities and the merit of those that came before us on their own terms. Shabbat Shalom.